talk through it.
First we're going to loosen these main bolts. It's a 10 millimeter and a 5 millimeter Allen. Loosen and remove, we're going to reuse later. Front and back. Remove the rear first. Be careful, it is spring loaded. Use a 2.5 millimeter Allen key. And put these aside to use them later. If you have trouble getting the second one out, load a little pressure on the red bumper, it will help get it out. Remove the brass ring, we will reuse that. These pieces will not be reused, put them on the shelf. Now remove the main pedal arm. Phillips head. Loosen. Remove the bushings and save them. Potentiometer driver does not need to be reused. You look closely. Use a very small screwdriver to start prying up the snap ring, and use a larger flat-headed screwdriver to remove it the remaining way. Then you can lift off the other side of the potentiometer driver and expose the screw that holds the potentiometer on. 11 millimeters. Remove the potentiometer and save it as a spare in case your throttle potentiometer goes bad, as Logitechs are prone to do. Clean out. Now we're ready to install our perfect pedal. Inside you'll find some grease, an alcohol prep pad, an Allen key, 2 nylon bushings, a large spacer bushing, a small washer, 2 aluminum standoffs, and 1 nut and 1 screw. The first step is starting with the bottom of the perfect pedal. Slowly remove the tape, just peel it back. Go ahead and insert the 3-pronged PCB from the perfect pedal. Work it through carefully so you don't cut the wires. Replace your tape. Now, screw goes through. The large black washer is the standoff. Through the factory potentiometer hole. Don't forget a washer on the inside. Tighten down with your 11 millimeter on the nut and a 4 millimeter Allen. 10 millimeter. I think for edit. step is to clean off the inside of your pedal arm with the alcohol prep pad. Make sure this dries before you stick on the control board. You can see it drying. While that's drying, open your grease packet. Remove some of the grease on your fingertip. This is a very important step. Make sure you thoroughly lubricate the brass rod. Insert it into the top of your perfect pedal. Should go in and spin freely. Little tip. Put a little grease on each side. The grease you've placed on the sides will hold our nylon washers in place. With the hose facing down, carefully slide that into position. You'll see why we were holding the nylon washers in place. Now replace these. You can use that's the fill screw. Use your 2.5 millimeter Allen. Place both sides, make sure they're snug, but ensure that you have free travel. Now that your board is dried, you can remove the two-sided tape from the back of the PCB board. And you want to affix this to the back of the pedal. Leave it a small margin from the bottom to clearance your wires. Make sure that that's securely fastened. Then go ahead and reinstall your nylon washers. And make sure that the wire is tucked in when you put this back in the frame. Slide your through bolt back through. Ensure your wires are clean. Everything looks good. The next step, use your pass-through bolt to get the hole straight. As you see, it can spin on the perfect pedal, so let's get it as straight as we can. Now use our aluminum spacers. Sometimes it takes a little jiggling. Now tighten up. You're ready to install it back into your cluster.